few things. I would like to share with you my birth experience, which was a bit different than the first one. I particularly will be talking about VBAC, which is vaginal birth after cesarean section, and I would like to mention something about the book which I'm currently reading, and second time actually I'm reading it. This is Attachment Parenting book. It's very well known book for all those people who are interested in attachment parenting and the methods and the rules that follow behind, and basically it's a few words from me what I'm thinking about the book, and am I using those rules or not in practice. So probably, as you might not know, or you know, watching my previous few videos, I was pregnant, and yes, my son is right now with me here. He was born exactly 6 weeks ago, and luckily I didn't need any induction. He was born 10 days later after his due date. The whole experience of birth was so different than my first birth with my older son. The fact that how to say that, first of all, my first son was born by cesarean section. It was due to him being stuck, and I reached 7 centimeters, and that was after induction. Everything was completely out of control. I was really sort of traumatized by the whole experience. Obviously, cesarean section itself is traumatizing, but it was also, psychologically, I couldn't really cope very well with what's happened. Medical staff was very busy with a million other patients that time, and overall it was really not nice experience. It took me a good year to being able to look at the pictures from the birth, so it was not nice. And when I got pregnant this time, I was thinking, that's it. I will not let this happen again. And after realization, I got to the point that my mistake, what I've done that time, was that I was not, I didn't have enough knowledge, and I didn't know that I had the right to say no to a doctor or to a midwife, that I didn't know my rights. I didn't know much about the birth itself, and I decided to, this time around, to really educate myself, and that's what's happened. The very first thing what I've done was I signed up for a VBAC group, which is on Facebook. There's lots of them, but I just signed up for one of them, and through the months which were passing my pregnancy, I was more and more informing myself about different things, different rights I have. I realized that it was important to know the research, the evidence which is behind the decisions that are made by doctors, and very often to really question them on the aspects of their decisions, and the fact that I can decline them. I can say, no, I don't agree with that. Can you propose something else? And it was very useful. But very quickly after my birth now, second birth, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, I realized that going so opposite of what I've done the last time, that basically for the first time with my first pregnancy, with first birth, I didn't know anything, and I let doctors do everything. Now I was going on the opposite side, very extreme opposite side, that I didn't want them to touch me, that I just want to do all this everything on my own, that I was believing, especially after reading a book of Ina May Gaskin that I was talking before, one of my videos before, I realized that I have this power. I am able to do it on my own, and everything can go naturally, and I don't need hospital, I don't need anyone. And so I went literally on the opposite side of the spectrum, and without realizing that actually sometimes shit happened, and that's exactly what happened with my birth and second birth. With my little boy right now, who was born 6 weeks ago, as I said, I went into labor itself spontaneously, which was really good. And because I was practicing for a little bit, not too much, not for a long time, visualization and hypnobirth and all the techniques which could possibly help me with contractions, that really worked. I mean, I was really empowered. I was really enjoying them, if I can say. Well, you can say actually you can enjoy contractions. I was feeling very empowered by contractions, by visualizations that, you know, they help me to bring this baby on this world, and I'm full of love, and I'm made to do that. And you know, there's lots of wonderful you know, affirmations and visualizations, like numbers. When the contractions get stronger, then you count the numbers in your head and you see the numbers, how they are beautiful, full of flowers. That was practically my personal visualizations, which really worked for me. So yeah, I was in perfect control of what was happening, and really midwives couldn't believe that I reached 6 centimeters without even making you know, screaming and crying. And so I was really, it was surprisingly enjoyable, and I really liked the whole experience, as I said. But when I reached 8 centimeters, there was no progress after that. For the next few hours, I let midwives check me, and there was not much progress. And after nearly 27 hours, I was told that because I am previously C-section, you know, that my uterus contracting can get tired, and it is a risk for a wound to get rupture. I mean, the scar, not wound, scar. So I had to make decision, either going on a drip, which will make my contractions stronger and possibly make the labor more quicker and efficient, or I will go to a theater to be section again. And that was one of the most difficult decisions I had to make, because not only it was like shattering my old plans, what's going to happen next, and that's not exactly what I wanted, and you know, everything's supposed to be naturally. But so I was really keen to fight with them first, and then obviously I was next to consultant. There's no way I can fight with her. She was really telling me, baby's face looks swollen. She felt the face and the head down there. It looked swollen. He's getting tired. You're not progressing. It's not nice, and we have to make a decision. So I just literally felt inside that a C-section would be a better choice, because I felt that drip, I didn't have the much successes in the past with drip, so I didn't really want to do it. So I decided to go to theater and be cut again. So that's my first part of the story. The second one, I will tell you in details what's happened next in the second part.